breaking news that we are getting on the Waqf showdown. Now, senior advocate Kapil Sibal has mentioned the plea by the Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind challenging the Waqf Amendment Act before the bench of Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna. And we believe that the CJI has said that all the matters will be placed before the court in the afternoon. And that's when this matter will be taken up for consideration. Now, this comes a day after multiple pleas were filed in the apex court of the country challenging the constitutional validity of the Waqf Amendment Bill. And the Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind has maintained viewers that this law was what they claim a direct attack on the country's constitution. And they want to challenge the act in the top court, saying that this does not provide equal rights to the citizens and that it is anti-minorities. And joining me on this breaking is my colleague Riyanka from the National Capital. Riyanka, please tell us the details of what the Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind's plea mentions, and when will this be taken up for consideration in the court?
Well, we know that there have been several PILs that have in fact been filed in the Supreme Court, several petitions that challenge the amendments that have been made in the Waqf Amendment Bill. And as of now, we understand that there has been an oral mentioning being made in front of Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna by Kapil Sibal. He has in fact, mentioned the petition which has been filed by Maulana
Arshad Madani, the president of the Islamic clerics body, Jamat Ulema-e-Hind, and CJI Sanjeev Khanna has asked Kapil Sibal why the oral mentioning is being made when there is a system in place that seek the urgent listing by sending an email. So at this point in time, what we understand that there have been several petitions that have been filed, as I had mentioned earlier, by Muslim bodies that have been opposing the Waqf Amendment Bill that has of course been cleared in the Parliament. There have been extensive discussions and there have been several clarifications made from the side of the government, but several Muslim bodies have gone ahead and they wanted an urgent hearing in this particular case. So we have to understand and wait and see what happens next when the Supreme Court gives in that particular time for this hearing, because it is very, very significant given that so much opposition is coming in, so much dissent is coming in from the side of Muslim bodies, a few Muslim bodies and the opposition parties as well. So this matter, of course, have been informed by the Supreme Court that it will be taken up after proper listing has been made.
Okay. All right, Riyanka, many thanks for all those updates and for putting across those details. Viewers, we await that hearing in the Supreme Court. And now we shift our focus to more breaking news coming in from the state of Jammu and Kashmir, where a small arms fire exchange occurred late on Sunday night between the Indian Army and Pakistani forces along the line of control in the Poonch region. Now, this marks the third ceasefire violation by Pakistan in April 2025, escalating tensions in the region. And yes, this also comes as Home Minister Amit Shah is in the state assessing the security framework of the region in the wake of recent terror attacks in Kathua. And yes, this is the third ceasefire violation by Pakistan in mere 7 days. Earlier, we saw a small exchange of fire along Poonch near the line of control on April 2nd. And while there have been no casualties on the Indian side, this is the third violation by Pakistan. And joining me is Gursimran with more details. Gursimran, tell us what exactly unfolded on Sunday evening.
See, it was in the Digwar sector of the Poonch along the line of control where we saw the Pakistan resorting to unprovoked violation along the line of control. And it was late evening. It was at the time when the Union Home Minister was in Jammu and was holding the meeting with the BJP leaders at the BJP headquarters. At that given time, the Pakistan opened fire at the army positions, the army post, and it was retaliated effectively. The exchange of fire was with the small arms. There has not been any use of the heavy artillery by both the sides in this exchange of fire. But yes, and no casualties have been reported to the Indian side. Now, coming to the incident, this is the third ceasefire violation by the Pakistan side in the month of April. That is, in the first 6 days, there have been 3 ceasefire violations. First was on the 1st of April when a group of border action team assisted by the Pakistani regulars of the 642 Mujahid Battalion of 2nd POJK Brigade, they were trying to push into the Indian territory. They stepped onto a mine, after which the mine went off and there were 5 to 6 injuries. One soldier of the Pakistani army, Naik Nazir, he was also killed in this blast that has taken place, and after that there was a ceasefire violation by the Pakistani side. The Pakistan then used the heavy mortar shells also to target the Indian positions. That was retaliated effectively, and then it was on the 2nd of April also ceasefire violation. Now alert has been sounded, and as we continue with the rolling coverage from the ground zero, that Pakistan violates ceasefire once again on the line of control.